Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about making the most of the time that you've got left to revise really effectively. And the first thing we're going to talk about is your working environment. Now, the working environment is really important. It is something that you shouldn't just think, oh, well, whatever, I'm doing my work, sitting on my bed with music on, with my phone open, doesn't matter. Actually, the working environment is going to have a huge impact on how impactful your revision is and on how successful you feel in that revision. So, the most important thing is that you need to pay attention to your revision. If your attention is split, if you're distracted, if you're thinking about other things, no matter how much time you spend revising, you're not going to remember as much of it as you want to. And that attention is going to be affected by the distractions in the room, on your phone potentially, how you are sitting, and the length of time that you work for. So if your attention is split, you won't remember as much information. And the most common ways to split attention that I see in teenagers at the moment are social media and video calls. So you might think, oh, well, I need to use my phone for my revision. I want to look at some really good TikTok video about vocabulary. Well, actually, alongside that video about vocabulary, there's going to be videos about all sorts of other stuff, and you'll find yourself sucked into that. And before you know it, you've been doom scrolling for an hour. And actually, then you're going to feel really frustrated with yourself. Video calls can be a problem as well. I know that some people like to call their friend and revise online, but again, how effective is that? How much time are you going to be spending talking about other things? Are you actually going to be making the best use of your time there? So that's an important thing to think about. Having the TV on in the background, having pets wandering around, other family members being noisy and interrupting you. You might have lots of hobbies. I've always got loads of art stuff around, and I've got that in a separate room, so a different room from where I work, because I know that I'm going to be looking at that and thinking, oh, I could just add a little bit of paint here, or I could just be doing that there. All of those things are going to split your attention, and it means you won't remember as much information. So, important things then, you got to sit comfortably, but don't sit on your bed. So, sit on a chair and work on a flat surface, so preferably a desk or a kitchen table. If you don't have that, then maybe speak to someone in school and ask, is there a place that you could stay behind after school for an hour or so and maybe work there before you go home? The impact of this is on your level of focus. So if you're sitting on your bed, you're probably going to be less focused. It also impacts the quality of your handwriting. It's really important to practice good handwriting to get that right for the exams. And the more frequently you're practicing lazy handwriting as you're lying on your bed, whatever, then actually that habit's going to stick. And if you can't read what you've written in the exams, then that's going to be a bit of a problem. It's also really important for your mental well-being. So you need to be able to separate your work from your relaxation and downtime. And if you're lying on your bed while you're revising, then actually your brain is going to make a connection between lying on your bed and being stressed and thinking about work. And so when you try to go to sleep at night, you're going to be less able to switch off. So that's going to impact your sleep, which is going to impact your well-being. So it's really important for lots of reasons to be sitting comfortably, but in a good working environment, preferably leaning on a hard surface. Okay, you've also got to work in blocks of time, so don't try to do too much at once. Split subjects down into topics. If you think, right, today I'm going to revise chemistry, all of chemistry, then you're going to become quite stressed because you're going to be thinking, right, well, there's all these different topics that I need to do. So choose one topic. So, for example, if you're revising for English, if you're revising an Inspector Calls, choose one character that you're going to revise. Make a revision schedule and make yourself accountable for it. So stick it on the fridge in your kitchen and tell someone else about it. Just that little action of making it known that this is what you're doing is going to make you feel more compelled to do it. Or, you're ticking it off as you go, you're colouring in boxes as you go. Make sure you stick to that schedule. I would normally suggest that you work for around 50 minutes and then take a 10-minute break. That break's really important. Go outside, play with the dog, go for a little walk, play some music, whatever it is, but have that break. And preferably during that break, don't take it to sit and scroll through social media, Instagram, whatever. Like that particular type of break is not particularly healthy for your brain. So take a break where you're doing a bit of movement, you're talking to other people face to face, whatever. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. In the next video, we're going to talk about what exactly you should be doing in that 50 minutes of work time then. See you next time.